Pandas. Good morning, Pandas. Welcome to the stream. Glad you guys are here. Pat O'Connell, thanks for becoming a panda. Do appreciate it. Thanks for your support. Enjoy your green name. Enjoy your two-legged pullback badge that forms over time. Enjoy your panda emoticons and enjoy access to the pre-market show. Good morning, guys. Day trading like a predator. Good morning. TGIM, guys. TGIM. The weekend is over and we are back to trading. Let's go, baby. Good morning, guys. Freddie Cabrera. Good morning. Gregory. Good morning. Oho Coho. Good morning. Russell H. Good morning. Gone. Lance Gone. Good morning. Kelly Ann. Good morning. Welcome. Speedy Boy. Welcome. Diego. Welcome back, guys. Speedy Boy. A bit cloudy today in the UK. All right, pandas. Let's jump right into it. Let's get that bamboo today, yeah? Had quite a tumble overnight session, but we're pretty much near to open, or yesterday's or Friday's close, which is the weekly close. Looking at the daily chart, starting to create a trading range here. You know, I mean, I still have my gold line here for that. For that gap, and I also have a gold line down here for the gap created on Friday right here. And so we're trading between two gaps on the futures. Just how fitting is it? You know, just ultimate confusion. You know, which gap will it fill? If it didn't have a gap in the bottom here, I would say, yeah, like, you know, there's a very high chance we'll fill the gap, you know, before we go down, because on the emini, since it's a 23.5 market, the gaps fill very quickly. You know, it's very little time the market is not open, and so it's a continuous market. But it's not like, you know, crypto, but or forex, but the market pretty much is open. You know, there's very little time that it's not open. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Make sure you guys scalp that like button. Glad that you guys are here, ready to get that bamboo. Pre-market analysis. I mean, what do we have? We had an uptrend, now first break of trend, spiking channel actually, and a break of that channel. Right, we created a channel here, hit top to the bottom, back to the top, not breaking below it. Typically, what happens in spiking channels is that we like to test the bottom of the channel. The reason being is because once we hit the bottom of the channel, what happens is that the market decides if it wants to go into a trading range or not. And so if it wants to go in a trading range, then, you know, what ends up happening is that after the spike in channel, the channel is just a bull leg in a trading range, and this becomes a bear leg in a trading range. And the market decides if it wants to come back up and create a trading range here. So technically right now, this is already a trading range. You know, it goes up and down. It's just two legs in a trading range, but trading range is actually already created. And so, and it's just a two-legged down here. Coming after an L4 setup. TGIM, guys. Getting that bamboo. I mean, I am hot right now. I right now 10 days green on stream, 10 green streams in a row, And yeah, I want to continue that streak. Hope you guys had an amazing weekend. Drop in the chat if there was anything of note that you did in the weekend. Yuri's on yes. How do you set the ticker counter by the candle? This is actually part of the two-legged pullback indicator. But there is a free indicator for those who just want the tick count closer to the candles. And you can find that on the website. There should be a link to it. It should be like in one of these messages here. But if you go to the website at www.twoleggedpullback.com, you can see a link for a tick counter, floating tick counter. Yeah, there was a flash sale over the weekend, so hopefully you guys are subscribed so you guys can see, the post that I put up over the weekend. But it was unbeknownst to me that they were gonna do that, and right when they did it, they let us know, and I try to put the information out as quick as possible, and it's basically it was an 80% off flash sale over the weekend of every of any evaluation, and that's 80% off at the time of purchase basically. And it ended yesterday at 6 p.m. Eastern time. And yeah, I mean, it's 80% off the first and then 50% off the recurring week months. Yeah, it's only for the first month, so it's like almost no excuse to not even just try. You can just try with one account. I mean, it's getting ridiculously cheap at this point. Well, flash sale was extended till Thursday. Let's go, baby. All right. BBM 50 for 80% off for now. Wow. Yeah, I'm trying to find the extension. I can't find it. I know I can link the extension. I had no idea. Market's about to open in 2 minutes here. This is not a reversal spot that you're looking for. You're actually looking for one more high here, and not interested too far from 20 MA. That does give you a scalp, a 1-point scalp right there. So with two leggy forms here, I actually would not be interested. I'd rather go for the trap to go long again. But we're also pretty close to the bottom of the channel here. It's a little confusing. You know, there's a target here you want to go up to the bottom of the channel and it create a trading range, but we'll see. Oh, they put on their YouTube. Okay. Mike Thompson, thank you for that. All right, all right, all right. That's a trap I would look for here. Market just opened. $80% off until Thursday. That's ridiculous. That's actually kind of ridiculous. You know, the ridiculous thing about it is that what you can do, it's a bit silly, but in my opinion, it makes the most sense. If you fail an account, like if you fail your evaluation, just just cancel the recurring charge and you open a new one, and it'll be cheaper. It'll be cheaper than the reset fee. And so what you can do is keep using the coupon until, you know, until it ends. I think that's the best way to go about it. And until Thursday, just keep doing that until you get to Thursday. And Thursday, that's when you would essentially, you know, just keep your accounts and just reset them. So in my opinion, it's probably cheaper if you just actually just create new accounts every single time. If you're just looking, you know, purely at the, you know, make sure you cancel though your recurring charge so then they don't recharge you. IDN asks, what are we trading here? We're trading the emini futures, S&P 500. Every point is $50 for one contract. It's getting a little choppy here. I'll take this short. I'll take this short. As long as it's not outside bar reversal. Looks like it's gonna be outside bar reversal. Outside bar reversal. Cause I have a clear target here, and I'm thinking it's gonna try to come down to it. It is getting a little choppy though. We do have some interesting price action happening here. These gray ones. That means the counts reset both times. Outside bar reversal. Just sitting on my pause for now. Right, breaks up then breaks down the same bar. There's two reversals, a double bar reversal basically, a double reversal in one bar. Right, new low created from this push down, and so what happened was we have break a trend to new low. That new low was created. I mean, technically it is created. A new low was created, but let's see if it goes lower. Regardless, my setup is gonna be something like this. It has to be above the 20 MA if I want to go long. So that's what I'm waiting for here. So just say that is a new low. That's all you're gonna get in terms of the retest of this extreme. And you know, if it goes above the 20 MA and we get a nice reversal here, I would consider it. But we have to get above the 20 MA to get some evidence we're going long. IDN says, how long do you keep one trade open? It really depends on how long the scalp takes, but typically a couple seconds. I mean, we're scalping here. We're scalpers, so we're just in and out of trades. Got a higher low setup here. Still below the 20 MA, so not interested. Let me know if anyone else has different bars than me. I reloaded my charts, so maybe you should reload your charts, but I reloaded mine, and my charts are synced across my platform, so that's a two-leggy here. A, B, C, two-leggy to go short. Terrible signal bar. This is looking ugly, right? A lot of wicks, small bodies, right? That's another outside bar reversal. We got two outside bar reversals right here, one right here. Just, I hate outside bar reversals. Just shows that we are getting choppy. Coming back to the bottom of the channel, as you guys can see here, and we may get a bounce off the bottom channel. 4 pushes down, actually 5 pushes down, technically, right, with the indicator showing us how many counts we have. 5 pushes down, typically reverse around this area. Tanjir just subscribed. Thank you for subscribing. I mean, I feel like if mine is the same as like a couple people's, then I feel like you need to reload your charts. It's very, very hard for me to be the same as someone else. If it's like off. If my charts are off and it's the same as someone else's, I think that's very difficult to happen. I'm always going to be a little bit behind because of the delay. You know, there's a 20-second native delay on YouTube. It's not like a perfect stream. Or a 0 delay stream. It's like maybe if I was like sharing on Zoom or something. Even on Zoom. I don't know how real time it is. Pushing above. Maybe pushing above the 20 MA now. 20 MA is acting as resistance currently. So, you know, we're not thinking long until we're clearly getting above here. All right, thanks guys, thank you. Yeah, I think if your charts look different than mine, then try to reload your charts. You can just simply right click on your chart and there is an option to reload your historical data. That's a problem with tick charts because there's so much you know, it's sometimes not the same as other people's, which is annoying. Yeah, I've streamed on Discord, and you know, it's pretty close to live on Discord. We might get a higher low here. Yeah, please take advantage of that coupon. Like I almost want to open a couple accounts right now. Pushing above yesterday or Friday's close. Notice that we did break above Friday's high briefly, and we could be having some follow through here. The other charts, when we look at the 10K chart, we've been in a trading range for a very long time. That's a 10K chart. The 5-minute chart, creating outside bar reversal on the 5-minute chart. I feel like we might have a trading range type day today. Who knows? We could just be floating here. The current price action makes me feel like we could have a trading range day today, just because on the higher time frames, you know, the 10K trading range, the 5-minute creating outside bar reversal, right? Big bar like this on the open. A small bar, big bar, then another outside bar. It's an expanding pattern here, but it just seems like a lot of overlap. So this is a place for a reversal, but man, that's it's far away from 20 MA, and it's getting choppy here. But you know, I would understand why you would want to go long here if you think the reversal happens. You just have to have the appropriate stop loss and profit target. Like, you gotta go for a big target here, because you're thinking big. You're thinking breakout right now. So breakouts, you're thinking low probability trade, but a good risk reward. But I didn't like the setup. I mean, I don't like the probability here, because we're getting so choppy, because this is choppy here, because we're not close to 20 MA. I want more things to align for me here. So that was a fail second entry short, right? Pushes up and then reverses immediately. So this is just very choppy here. Coming back into our trading range on 2K chart. I don't know. I don't know what my next trade is. That's a good signal bar to go long off the 20 MA. This could be a failed reversal. I mean, if we're choppy here, and this is a lower high setup to get back to the bottom of this trading range. But the 20 EMA is going upwards here. Could get a two-legged pullback here to go long. That'll probably be the best trade right now to go long here, because you're thinking, right, break a trend, you want a new high, so we can get away with a scalp here if we get a two-leggy. Now I might just come out with scalps here. I'm not sure if our breakout's gonna be very strong. I might just come out with my complete position. Okay, we got a two-leggy setting up here. It's an ugly one, I will say that. It is an ugly one, but it's a two-leggy. And, oh, okay. kind of went without us. I'm actually interested in this trade here. We're gonna come out with an entire position. And it is reversing violently on us right now. Boy, oh boy, that does not look good. That does not look good for us. It might just be too choppy, one of those really choppy days, and it got me. That was a two-leggy looking for that new high. Ends up hitting me here, and tricky day, in my opinion. Already tricky. I mean, a little far away from 20 MA, but a higher low, second entry long. Ends up trading range ends up working out here, so you know this is why you just get out of the trade. But it's all good. Coming back to the bottom of the trading range. Rough. That's really rough. I could have maybe realized that we had a failed trap here, and that could have been reversal, but yeah, maybe trading right into that resistance, which is yesterday's close. Big old trading range here. That got me though. I mean, I thought it was worth the risk, but maybe it's a little too choppy here. I just saw the higher low set up off the 20 MA with the rising 20 MA, and thought that perhaps we can get a nice little trade here, but the risk was 1, 2, 3, 4, a little more than 4 points. Alex Odu says tighter trend line. He says the break trend already happened, so his trend line looked like this with new high, and the reversal was right there. And that could be the case. We might be wanting to trade tighter because of the trading range type price action. That could be the case. I mean, this is one scenario. I like to find at least the first pivot low, right? The first pivot low, which actually that makes sense too. Break a trend to new high with the first pivot. Well, pivot low here. Could have read that wrong. Big push down. Big push down here. Very strong push down. Maybe coming back to the trading range on the 10K chart. Big push down here. Coming back to the bottom of the trading range on the 10K chart. This is tremendously bearish. But could be just a bear leg in a trading range as well. But to go below the overnight lows. Overnight lows are here. You know, rest in peace for anyone trying to scale in, because that is yeah, that's for sure an account buster right there. Just waiting for our next setup here. Four pushes down here. Regardless of my setup, I don't know. I mean, we could look for a reversal here. We could. not opposed to it. We are at really close to yesterday's overnight lows. Could have a downtrend day today as well. Hard to say. The price action is looking a little tricky. I got an inside, outside, outside bar. Big reversal here. Four pushes down. I mean, this looks like a strong move down, like a strong trend down. And if we're gonna reverse this, you kind of need a lot of evidence of a strong reversal. We went below the overnight lows. If this is a trading range day today, we should bounce around this area. Outside bar reversal, failing. Major trend reversal would be nice here. I don't think I would even take a two-leggy here. If we get a two-legged pullback, I don't think I'll take. I'll probably look for the trap instead. Just thinking of what kind of market cycle we are in today. Justin Elliott says, that's a bad thing about two-legged pullback. One losing trade can take your 3-day. No, that's not the bad thing about two-legged pullbacks. That's the bad thing about scalping. That's the bad thing about scalping. It's not a two-legged pullback thing. I mean, the two-legged pullback you can use as a swing setup as well. I mean, you just have to understand that, you know, it's a lower probability but better risk reward. And, you know, that's not an issue with the two-legged pullback. That's an issue with scalping. All scalping strategies, that's the thing. Like, if you actually end up having a loser, it's like, you know, it's the risk reward is typically bad on scalping. So I actually look for a reversal here if I can get it. Thinking break a trend new low already happened here. And let's see. Jenny Hoyas asks, what's my stop loss? Like, do I have a hard stop of how much I lose per day? It's probably about $2,000. So if I get another loss here, I maybe, I maybe, having to stop trading. Higher low setup here. Looking for a fail second entry short, right? A, B, C. Fail second entry short to go long here because of the market cycle we are in. Outside bar reversal, perhaps. Maybe I'll take the outside bar reversal. Maybe no need to. Time this quite perfectly. Here we go. In this trade. We're going to swing this for a little bit. We're going to swing for 4 points here. See if we can get a 4-point trade here. Thinking this is a reversal setup, and reversals typically are very strong. So let's see if we can get 4 points here. Let's go, baby. Easy peasy, easy money. So down 125 right now. Could have got a little bit more from that, but it's all good. I'm happy with my 4 points. go, baby. Right, we read that like a book. Reversal setup, coming off of support, which is overnight lows. Break a trend to new low. 5 pushes down actually, but big reversal pattern or stick here, and reversal setup. That's the best setup you can look for. I could have had a runner here actually. My runner would actually still be good, but I'm just happy with the 4-point swing. We'll move on to the next trade if we get another setup. We got 4 pushes up now. This could make a new low here. With 4 pushes up like that, could make a new low, but just sitting on my pause. I'm not taking that right clearly above the 20 MA, creating a gap here. Right, the market cycle seems like it's a trading range market cycle, so I'm thinking big reversals up and down here. So I'm not sure if we're gonna make a new low here, but I mean it is 4 pushes up, something you gotta take note of, in my opinion. Hope you guys are getting bad, but I'm a little red today. But I think with, you know, one more scalp, I should get green, and it's all good. You can see that there are 4 pushes up here with the indicator, right? With this 4, you just get 1 push, 2 push, 3 push, 4. But now, see, we're clear above the 20 MA, right? Breaking above this pivot high, so this L4 just failed, right? There's no L4 failure, right? The 4 pushes up, right? L4, H4s typically have reversals. Am I looking to go long here is a question. I don't know. Let's draw our trend lines. Oh, Coho asks, Pen, are you using your own account or Apex? I trade only Apex right now. I mean, why not? Why would I trade my own money at this point? I mean, Apex is... the deal is amazing, you know. Able to trade someone else's money. Multiple accounts, trade copier. Big push down. I'm actually looking for a new high still. So this two-leggy, the risk is too large. Beautiful signal bar, but risk is too large for me. Right, you're talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, almost 7, 6 points of risk right there. That does scalp you out 2 points immediately. So, I mean, 6 points is a little too much. It's a nice signal bar, right? Ending near its high, but it's failing. That's not good. Higher low setup, I'm interested. Interested in this higher low setup. Higher low setup to continuous uptrend. Risk is still a little bit large, but I like the setup better here. You time this, like this, the timing of these are very difficult. All right, Cinnabar looks terrible now. Creates a doji, not interested. Not even a doji, it's actually bearish. continues this reversal. Still a higher low, second entry long, but look at the 20 EMA. Look at how it's curling downwards now, right? Look at how we're going in and out of the 20 EMA. It's hard to see what the direction is at this point. All right, these bars are basically, have big wicks. Decent signal bar, higher low setup, but I don't like how the 20 EMA is so flat here. Worldview Bro says plus below 20 EMA on the 10K chart. Exactly. So the 20 EMA is actually acts as resistance right now. Bounce off of that. We get a higher low setup on the trading range though, on the 10K chart, possibly. 5-minute chart just doesn't know what it wants to do. It's doing nothing pretty much right now. It's just overlapping bars, pushes down, overlapping bars. It just tells you what the price action is telling you the market cycle right now, and it's basically choppy, and because it's so choppy, most likely gonna be trading range type day today. Mike asks, what's the difference between a panda and a super panda? Super panda basically gets access to the two-legged pullback Discord. And if you guys don't know, there's a Discord that we use after getting off stream, and we discuss setups and talk about trading, talk about almost anything. So, but yeah, it's when I would post more setups that I see throughout the day, and we'll discuss it. It's like, okay, like anyone interested in the setup, and kind of talk about it, and trying to figure out the market cycle together. Robert Castro asks, how much is Apex accounted start? I mean, with the 80% off code, it's like we're talking about like pennies almost. Like it costs like $30, $20 to start an Apex account, up to you can trade like it depends on what kind of account you create, but you can go as low as like a $20 and you can make an account with $20. Mo7 says, how did you solve your trader's equation? I'm still trying to figure out how not to let 3+ wins get wiped out with 1 loss. I would say if your 3 wins are getting wiped out with 1 loss, then I mean that's actually not bad. That's you're talking about a 1 point to 3 point risk, right? 1 to 3 risk ratio. And if you can be 90% with a 1 to 3, then that's not bad actually. That's not bad at all. But you have to enter very high probable setups. Jenny Hoyes asks, do you have to continuously pay for Superpan? Yeah, so that's a monthly fee. If you have the two-legged pullback deluxe, right, deluxe indicator, which is what we use every single day, right, all these numbers here is basically a two-legged pullback indicator that tells you every single second entry, every single trap right here, right? This is a Pikachu, right? Very hard to know that's a Pikachu, but that's a Pikachu because we know with the magenta box with the dark red number, right? Try to count that manually. Try to count this manually to see if you can find out that was a Pikachu. It's very difficult, but the indicator makes it very easy. Right, gives you a nice swing down with that Pikachu trade, and basically, with the deluxe edition, if you buy it, it's $200, but you get lifetime access to the Discord, which is in itself, I think, worth it. But you get the indicator, you get automated trading, you get the two-legged pullback Discord access, and for $200, I think it's a great deal. Very, very good deal, in my opinion. Mike says, okay, I like to try a month. Can I use PayPal? I don't know. That's YouTube. Whatever you can use with YouTube. You basically become it automatically syncs between YouTube and Discord, which is pretty awesome. So once you just sign up for the membership, it will just automatically give you permission to the Discord. Robert Castro says, I started with 1,500. I'm up 7,081. That's no small feat. That's amazing. I mean, look at your returns. Like, there's no returns as good as that you can find anywhere in the stock market. This is a 2-second entry short here. Coming to a double bottom, potentially. But the shape of this, right, is basically like a kind of a cup and handle. I don't know. This is very difficult. I actually would want to go short here, if anything. I would go short here, think of a new low being created. But, I don't know. Second entry short here. Okay. Now it's not making me want to enter, which is good. I'm happy about that. The good signal bar, maybe want to go short here. But maybe that double bottom could be bouncing off. Could be coming back upwards. Hard to say here. With that being said, like just me being a little confused here, I'm just gonna skip this trade. It could be a very good setup here, but I'm gonna skip it. Especially with a signal bar like that. We are beneath the 20 MA. Just a little confusing here. Like this doesn't look like a super strong downtrend. That's why. I just don't know. I'm not sure what's happening here. It is a two-leggy. Don't get me wrong. It's just not sure what the market cycle we're in right now. So this two-leggy, for sure I'm not interested anymore. We're clearly trading above the 20 MA now, bouncing off, right? We couldn't even make a new low here, making a pretty strong reversal. Notice on the 10K chart, we're tapping that 20 MA once again. We made a higher low on the 10K chart, and if it's a trading range, this higher low could be enough to get us up back to the top of the trading range. Actually can happen. We do have a trap trade setup here. Am I interested in this trap setup? Oof. I don't know. I guess yes. I can try it. No, outside bar reversal. No, thank you. I don't like outside bar reversals. For this reason exactly. Outside bar reversals are just, to me, it just shows that it's choppy and the market's confused. Still clearly beneath the 20 MA on the 10K chart, but above the 20 MA on the 2K chart. Right, 10K chart, we're like using the 20 MA as resistance here, but we're also at the bottom of this trading range with the trading range indicator. So, this reversal, I am so tempted to go long here. All right, pandas, I'm going long here. Oh my gosh. Okay. Woo! I tried. It went up so quick. I almost got into a really bad trade. I tried to go long here, but it went up way too quick, and I couldn't place my order. And right when I placed my order, it shot up, and with the stop limit order, the price has to be under it, and it shot up. It gave me error, and kind of like, almost filled me like really high, which actually would have been okay. I actually would have made my scalp still, but that's not a trade I would like to be in. Say like it filled me here and it started like bouncing around, I'd be very nervous. That's a reversal setup, double bottom, right? Basically major trend reversal. I would like it better if it made a new extreme, but sometimes the market just gives you a higher low setup. Right? This is more like Al Brooks style, right? Major trend reversal setup. That setup, it just felt so quick I couldn't get in, unfortunately. It scared me. I don't know if that's ever happened to you, but like I tried to put my order in, and I placed it up here, just to prime the order, and just so I can drag it down. But then it shot up and almost filled me like up here where I wouldn't want to be filled. Getting another push up. This could be a strong push up. You know, we got an L4 setup. I'm not sure if we're gonna reverse here, but we'll see. That brief hesitation I had made me lose that. You know, you cannot hesitate. You have to anticipate your trade. I think that's another thing about, you know, trading like any setup. Well, you know, for me, I'll talk about the two-legged pullback, you know, specifically. But the reason why it's kind of like hard early on is because you need to like anticipate the trade you're gonna go into. Like in my mind, I have about like, you know, 3 or 4 setups and like 3 or 4 scenarios that I think are gonna play out. And so it's like, you know, I'm thinking like, you know, before this even happened, right? This actually triggered up here with a outside bar reversal, push down again, and bounced off the 20 EMA. And so like, that had to be anticipated for us to have entered, in my opinion. Like, you just kind of think, okay, I'm waiting for a third push up here, and I want to enter in this uptrend if I can, right? I want to participate, but so, you know, a lot of things about any setup is really you got to be so familiar with it. You have to like anticipate it like 2 or 3 moves or 2 or 3 candles before it even happens, so you can like get ready to enter it and like, you know, just be ready and have a plan ready just in case anything happens. Like, have a plan ready if you're willing to scale in. Then you have to trade twice as small. You know, have a plan ready if it goes against you. You know, will you reverse your trade? You know, or you know, it's just, you know, you have to have all these plans ready before entering, and you know, just. And that kind of just takes experience. Robert Castro asks, how do you use your 240 S? He goes, sir, how do you use your, so kind, so polite. I just use it as, sometimes I use it as support resistance level. Choppy days like this, I don't know how useful it's going to really be. This could be a big reversal though, come back to the top of the trading range. As I mentioned, on the 10K chart, bottom of the trading range on the 10,000 tick chart. And not only that, the higher low here, and I mentioned this higher low might bring us back to the top of the trading range on the 10K chart. Because it's a second entry higher low, right? Notice that it's a green too. That's a higher low, that's a second entry higher low setup at the bottom of a trading range, which can be a very good place to enter. And I mean, as you can see, this is a really nice reversal here off the bottom of the trading range indicator. Big push up here, a little overextended, a little far away from 20 MA. Not really interested in trade like that. At this point, you've already missed this move, and you just gotta wait until it's over. Reversal, something, but so you already missed this move, right? All first entries here except this one, and this is the trade that would have been nice to enter, right? This trap coming off the 20 MA, perfectly bounced off of it, and just moved too quick for me, and this would all be a runner as well. So unfortunately, yeah, I didn't get a piece of it. I tried, but it blasted off before I could ever. You know what the thing is though, pandas? I think even if I was able to enter that, like put my stop order there, I don't think it would have even filled because it moved up so quick. Right? Only the people who really got into this were people who front ran it and, you know, kind of wanted to enter a little early before it even broke out, and you know, have the stop loss here, entered here. You know, before, you know, I think the people who front ran this reversal were the ones who got in, because if I had my stop limit order here, I don't think I would have got it filled. I think it would have just gone right past it. I mean, who knows? I mean, obviously, I you know, didn't do fast enough, so I don't know. But DXS, it's Sir Michael, by the way. It is. You got me. You know, the funny thing is, my older videos where I was posing as a human, actually I was a panda and I put a human mask on. So this is the actual real Michael Chen. Michael Chen's actually just a panda. Because those other videos you're watching, those weren't real. That's a fake human. Turtles, why the 240 number for SMA? The market is extremely balanced, and so when you trade the 5-minute chart, the 240 SMA is actually the 1 hour 20 SMA, and so it works well in the 5-minute chart, and so I just put it across all my charts because the market's balanced, and so if it works, off the 5-minute chart, I think it's gonna work on the 2K chart, so I just keep it on there. First person trader has no idea if we're joking or not. Am I Michael Chin or not? Who knows? Who really knows? Who is behind? I'm taking this second entry long here. Little far away from 20 MA. I don't like that. I like the bar to be a little better because we didn't even touch the 20 MA. So I would like it to be better than that if I'm willing to risk, right, us not even touching 20 MA. And the reason being is because the 20 MA often acts as a type of magnet. And so we could pop up here and could push us back down to the 20 MA until we actually hit it. Plus overshoot of this channel. Looking for an undershoot of the channel to find some symmetry. But I like the uptrend. Yeah. I mean, anyone who's watched the videos knows that. Good entry bar here. And good scalp. Unfortunately, didn't want to enter. I didn't like that. I didn't like this doji bar. I didn't like that, but that is a nice two-leggy, and I wish it actually touched the 20 MA. I would, if it just came and tapped it in reverse, I would have been in that trade. But because of those little things, I cannot tell you how many times the market does this, something like this, and you're like, okay, I want to enter, and then it goes like this, another push down, and you're like, oh, I should have just waited until it touched the 20 MA. I cannot tell you how many times it has done something like this. So that's why, because of experience, I didn't want to enter that, and it is what it is, but we're pushing up now. I'm okay missing that, but that was a two-leggy to enter into this if you're willing to, if you want to go in there. I had my reasons why I didn't want to enter that trade, but that's a two-leggy off of our channel here. Pretty close to 20 MA. This bar finished very quickly, ending on its high, and that actually looked very bullish. So you could have entered maybe on the end of that bar, but it just went so quickly. I didn't have the reaction speed. I'm not a ninja, right? Like if I was a ninja, I could do that, but I'm not. I'm just a panda. Russell H has a very interesting theory here. My name is Dong Hyun. Very interesting, huh? I wonder why, or I wonder how you came about that. I'm more curious about that. Nah, man, sloths are faster, or sloths are slower. Snails also slower than pandas. Starfish are so slow. I mean, they're just like so not ergonomic to move around. Make sure you guys scalp that like button. I do want to end green on today's stream, so I'm eager to enter a trade. Um, like I said, I wanted to enter this one, but that doji bar, if I had known it would end strong on this high like that on this bar, if I could have anticipated that, then I would have entered that. But wow, I mean that finished so quick, like it just went up straight up, so I didn't have time. The market's saying like you cannot hesitate today. I'm actually looking to enter a 10K trade here. Um, yeah, actually maybe not. The risk is going to be huge. The risk is going to be way too huge. Higher low setup, another second entry long maybe here. Ooh, higher low setup, good signal bar. Hovering above the 20 EMA here. Gives you a 2-point scalp. It's not a trade that I'll take typically, but that is a trade there. Curious what's gonna happen here. I would take a second entry long here. I would. Let's see if we get it though. I don't think the market's gonna give it to us. Typically the market's very stingy to give us our good setups here. If we get a second entry long here, I actually will take it, and you might say that's kind of crazy because we're hitting yesterday's high or yet our Friday's close. I have my reasons why I want to go long here. And basically because of the trap that might trigger on the 10K chart along with this trap here. And I am trying to do a sniper type trade here. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna get the setup. If it breaks above this pivot, the counts reset. I need another push down here and it's gone. No setup, unfortunately. We could get a trap trade to the long side. I'll still be interested. Give me a trap trade, I'll go long. I'm still looking to go long here. All right. Okay. If you give me this trap, I'll take it. This is too tempting for me. I gotta take this trade. Really bad signal bar. Trap is gone. Third push-up still there. I would like it better if it was a trap. I don't like it now that it's not a trap. I mean, technically it is still kind of a trap because it feels like I'm just short here. But the signal bar is too big and it would be too choppy at this point. And I don't think I can take this trade. I mean, you're talking about a pretty large signal bar here if it does break above this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 point of risk. I gotta skip it, even though I like the context. I like the context a lot. I think we're gonna push up hard, but the risk is too large for me, and I gotta consider that here. Inside bar. Getting too choppy now. I'd be sweating if I was long right now. I'm very eager to go long still. Very eager to go long. Pandas, make sure you guys scalp that like button. Inside bar created here looks like almost, I think, another inside bar. OII pattern means breakout mode. Ooh. Ooh. It's going to be outside bar reversal. This is confusing. Very choppy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 overlapping bars, right? You got a OII pattern. I will take... We're above the 20 minute. I can't go short here. I just can't go short. For above the 20 minute like this, I cannot go short. I don't feel comfortable doing that. One thing I'm worried about is like right here, we're kind of like hitting basically like a resistance level. Nevertheless, or regardless, we're just choppy here in immediate price action. 1, 2, 3 overlapping bars in a row. Trading range indicator is saying the trading range actually is going to come possibly down here. Big push up. That does trap. Give you a nice scalp to the upside, but just a little too confusing for me. It's just too much overlap. You know, I typically would just kind of look away from the charts at this point because this is getting too choppy. Big push up, big reversal, L4 setup. Ooh. But we're above the 20 MA. You know, it might have been a decent short to take, but above the 20 MA, it's kind of hard to go short right into that. If anything, I would need like a lower high setup to confirm or downtrend, preferably underneath the 20 MA. Yeah, the L4 setup, right? Failed breakout, reversal. Just tricky. It's tricky because we're above the 20 MA, and I don't like to go short unless you know you're on the right side of the 20 MA. Robert Castro, as we broke out of the trading range that started in 119.2022 on the daily chart, what would be your input on the rest of the second quarter? I have no idea. Yeah, so when I saw this 3, I knew we're gonna push hard, and I mentioned it a couple of times already, but I'm expecting another push down. The push down could be like this, but I'm expecting one more push down, and then we could have a nice reversal here. But other than that, like, you know, I would need another push down before thinking of going long. Before really thinking of going long on the daily chart, that is, at least. I would want one more push down. And we're clearly beneath the 20 MA, and who knows? We can come back to the 20 MA, bounce off of it. We could have a type of trend line like this. You know, that kind of pretty much aligns with the 20 MA. So, you know, price action is a little tricky, right? Big bull bar, big red bar, big bear bar, and it's just, you know, and all these overlapping dojis here. It's a little confusing, even though it's clearly in a downtrend right now. But yeah, I'm thinking one more push down, trying to get that H4 setup, and then after the H4. Might be a nice long setup to take, in my opinion. If you're like trading options or something, I don't know. The two-legged works, I think, very well on, like, you know, basically on any ticker symbol. It's just or any stock symbol. you just have to trade like options, you know, on the daily chart or something like that. And if you get a nice two leg, you off the like 20 EMA on the daily, then you know, it's a setup that it's based on price action, you know, and it's like every chart has two legs in it, right? Every chart has like these two-legged patterns, and it's based off our DNA. That's why, you know, that's why price action works off every single instrument, as long as it has enough volume, and because you need a lot of volume so it reflects, right, the human behavior, right, game theory, and so if as long as you have enough volume, the two-legged pullback is something that is just, since it's ingrained in our DNA, it's like you're gonna find it in every chart. That's why we like to trade it. It's gonna be a timeless setup that will always work. Big push up here. To me, this could be a first break of trend. Looking for that new high. And like I mentioned, we're at 10K. This higher low setup could get us back up to the top of the 10K trading range, which is what it seems like it's doing right now. The 5 minutes actually also has a higher low setup. I didn't realize it has a higher low second entry long setup, and with a trap triggering on the 5 minute chart, this could be a big reversal. We could have a big strong bull trend day today. You know, this 5 minute right here, this 5 minute reversal, and it's outside bar reversal right now, but it's a reversal, and this third push up here, break a trend, new low, third push up, reversal setup. This could be a very strong, you know, setup to go long. You know, this could be an uptrend based on the 5 minute chart alone. That could happen, and so just be on guard. Abdeljar, I don't know how to say this. Abdel Bari Raji, can we get 2 points instead of 1? Sure. Your probability is gonna be lower. I've been going for 2 points these days because of how big our signal bars have been. Right, the signal bars have been more than 4 points large, and so I cannot go for 1 point when the signal bars are that large. I have to go for a little bit more than that because the risk reward is too bad. So typically, if it's like more than 4 points, the risk, I like to go for 2 points, and that's because of the trader's equation. Aaron Korn asks, was that a nice SB off the EMA? I'm not sure which candle you're talking about here. I will answer that question if I knew which candle you're talking about. Kelly Ann says Putin is in the hospital with some kind of blood cancer, and they're apparently staging a coup. Could move the market up. This is crazy. I had no idea. You know, this is why I love this channel. You know, this is my main source of news. Actually, I heard about Chris Tucker getting slapped. Not Chris Tucker, Chris Rock. I'm talking about Chris Tucker. Fifth Element. Chris Rock getting slapped off the stream. I had no idea until I started like streaming and people are talking about the slap heard around the world, and I was like, what is going on? And then, you know, it's kind of sad. I find like a lot of my news through this channel. It's kind of actually, yeah, kind of sad. Break a trend to new high. That could be the case here. Lower high setup. Sure, I'll look for a reversal here. The lower high setup is below the 20 MA. I mean, the better setup is the trap trade to the downside. That is the better setup. But I'm not sure if we're going to get it here. Like, this might be all we get. I'm going to set on my pause, though. It's not a setup I like to take. It's a lower high setup, though. I would like a trap trade to the short side, and I'll take that setup to go short. Fail second entry long. That's what we're looking for. A, B, C. And then when the second entry long happens, we'll look for a reversal here. preferably underneath the 20 MA. And the reason being because we got break a trend to new high here, so I'm looking for a reversal now. But the market might say no setup for you. We'll see. Ooh, we might get it here. I need to push higher. It's pushing too far down now. And like I mentioned, this lower highs might be all we get here. And unfortunately, I don't think we're going to get the setup. The market was like, no setup for you. No too leggy for you. Do I want to trap trade this far away from the 20 MA? No, I don't. But this could trigger the trap here. It's just like in my mind, the move has already been done. And it's just unfortunate because this is way too far from 20 MA now. And, you know, I can't tell you how many times, like, you know, if you're aggressive, you can take that trade. You know, second entry, fail second entry long, reversal. And I can tell you how many times this has done this. And it just does this. Does this, comes back 20 minutes, stops you out, and then finally goes this way. Where in the original plan was to just wait till we hit the 20 MA. So, you know, this could be aggressive here, but you know, I would understand why you want to take this short, but in my opinion, I would wait probably for the 20 MA hit before going short. Zach Clam says, imagine being such a jerk that your ill health causes joy and economic optimism around the world. That's next level, truly. This trap trade here, I just don't like it. Terrible signal bar. I don't like it because of the 10,000 tick chart, and we are actually above the 20 MA like this. Yeah. I can't. Terrible signal bar. The doji bar. Bouncing off the EMA, 20 EMA on the higher time frames. I'm going to sit on my pause here, even though it could make a point. Glad I didn't take it because it's trapping out so far. Currently a decent trap, but failing. We're still beneath the 20 MA, so I can't go long here. Right, that's not the reaction you want when you enter short, but now you're getting some follow through. Let's see here. I'm curious if people who enter this trade are able to come out break even. If not, then this could be a strong reversal here. So I entered that trade. It hits my break even mark and bounces off of it. Like, imagine you're in this trade right now and you enter one tick below this signal bar. Okay, now you come out break even. Now you can come out break even, so you're safe. So anyone who's like in this trade and didn't like realize, I don't like that trade anymore, they just came out break even. You got the weak, right? The weak bears coming out break even. You have the strong bears still in. It's getting a little too choppy for me, but context-wise, this 3 is a decent trade to take, in my opinion. Pandas, make sure you scalp that like button. I do want to end green. I almost want to stream till green, or I want to stream to one more trade here. But no setups, right, that I really like, right? I'm not going to go long here like that beneath the 20 MA, even though it does make a scalp here. We could not make a new low here, which is actually what I want to wait for before even considering going long. Like, even if it traps here, I would not be interested because I want a new low here before going long. Oh, I kind of want to go short here. Let's see. Be a good signal bar. Because I'm thinking new low here. But also 20 EMA is acting as support on the higher time frames. Okay, does trigger already. Okay, trap trade to the long side. I am not interested in this trap trade. But that signal bar is not good. The risk is not too large though. 1, 2, 3 point risk. Maybe could have entered that trade. The risk was not that large. Might have been a bad trade to enter. Yeah. Unfortunate. I realized the shape of it's not good, but the risk is not bad, right? The risk was only 1, 2, 3.5 point risk for a 2-point reward. Like, that's a pretty good setup. I was fixated on the plus beneath the 20 MA, right? Close beneath the 20 MA. I was kind of fixated on the shape of it, that it was so green, and ended above the middle of the bar, so didn't really want to enter it, but not a bad two-leggy. That's a two-leggy.
5-minute trap.
And I should have entered it in my opinion. Lower high setup here potentially. Looking for that new low. New low created now. Right, so now we got the breaker trend to new low. Trading range indicator still intact. Right, remember I mentioned the trading range indicator thought like around this area. I was saying the trading range indicator is saying that the trading range is actually begins down here. And you might be thinking, well, that's crazy. Why would we want to come back down here? And lo and behold, guess where we are? We're bouncing off that perfectly of the bottom of the trading range indicator. And the reason being is because I wish I could really tell you. I created a trading range indicator, but not until after I started using it, I realized, wow, this thing is just scary accurate sometimes. I'm just as amazed as you guys are. I actually emailed Mac because Mac is not very clear on how he identifies his trading ranges. He just kind of says, okay, like this is kind of once you have enough experience, you'll just know. And so I emailed and asked him exactly tell me what you're really looking for if you can put into your own words. And he gave me a couple criteria that he uses, and so I got that and I programmed it and I tried to make an indicator out of it, and lo and behold, here we are. So if you guys are wondering how this trading range indicator was created, that is the story behind it. If you want more information about either of these indicators, you can go to the official website at www.twoleggedpullback.com. And also, for those who are interested in prop firm trading, right, where you can trade risk-free 100%, you know, there's an 80% off code right now, and it's lasting until Thursday. And these are kind of rare. You know, it happened one time on Easter, and this is the second time it's ever happened. And it's 80% off, you know, once you start it, but it's going to be basically, you know, 50% off reoccurring months after that. So. Unfortunately, I might end the stream green today just because I don't see a good setup here. I mean, we already made our new low. So I'm actually looking for a trap trade to the long side now. I'm trying to go long now, but we're clearly underneath the 20 MA. And creating outside bar reversals everywhere. You know, the 10K chart created another outside bar reversal, looking ugly. And also, like I said, it's a little weird to think about this, but if you actually just create new accounts every time you fail the evaluation, look at the price to see if it's cheaper than the reset fee. If it's cheaper, it's actually probably better to just create brand new accounts every single time. And maybe that's a little hack for you guys. I don't know. So it is what it is. But man, I kind of want to go long here. Nope, not anymore. Double bottom maybe? Could go long here. Another push down, make a new low. Made a new low. Interesting. Okay, so this two-leggy worked. Actually, I'm surprised. I wasn't expecting that to work. But this two-legged pullback worked. A, B, C, lower high, second entry, short, but terrible signal bar. It is off the 20 MA. Very interesting. Wasn't expecting something like that to work. This blue line. Big old trading range day today. Raw Free says also pay attention to the number of days left before monthly renewal fee. That's true. I mean, in my opinion, until Thursday, as long as it's before Thursday or as long as the coupon is intact, just continue to buy new accounts instead of resetting. And just make sure you cancel your other accounts so they don't recharge you. They don't give you a recurring charge. Ooh, we're filling this gap here. I'm gonna get rid of this. Filling this gap. Creating from this really strong push up. Hasn't filled yet, it's one tick away. Guess I want to fill that gap, huh? Interesting. Could be a strong push down here, I don't know. Trading range days are very difficult. You have to be like, you just have to switch your gears so many times. Outside bar reversal. I'm not interested in any trade like that. Trap is failing currently. Could be a nice push up here. Or fill that gap of this breakout. The moment I feel the gap is kind of reversing here. But still beneath the 20 MA. And so I'm not interested in this trade to go long. I need more evidence. You know, if I get a nice second entry, fail second entry short here, I will take that trade in a heartbeat. but we'll see. Could look like this. Could be a Pikachu type setup. Don't know. Just getting choppy. Right, I would like to have seen a strong push-up, strong reversal off of this support. That's not what we're getting right now, right? We're getting like just choppiness, overlapping bars, making things just even more confusing. In fact, creating potentially an outside bar reversal. It technically wasn't, but very close to it. Imagine if you went short here, you got stopped out here, and it might actually go your way now. So that's why these setups, when it's far away from 20 main like this, you know, you gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. There is a potential measure move here. Turtle toes mentioned in the chat. To find out the measure move, you go to the highest point to the lowest point before the pullback, and the highest point of the pullback, that's where you have your measure move. So this is where we would look for the measure move here. Sack of Clam says, "Yo, BBM, what's your favorite non-dairy milk?" Probably oat milk. I actually have been drinking regular milk now, and I actually wouldn't know if it's called regular milk, but been drinking. I don't know if you guys might think I'm crazy, but I've been drinking raw milk these days. It's crazy. I know it sounds crazy, but raw milk basically is not pasteurized, so they don't do the boiling thing. They don't do all the stuff to clean like all the milk. It's raw milk, straight from the udder, and udder to table. You know what I mean? And honestly, it has been amazing. It has been amazing. And you know, people say there's some health risk, but the thing about any farm that sells raw milk, they have very high standards of cleanliness, and yeah, so their farms are different, you know, when they sell raw milk. And the thing is, it's like you know exactly what cow you're getting the milk from, like, you know, it's you know. But the thing is, like, I would react to milk typically, but the raw milk, nothing happens. It's actually really interesting. So I don't know what it is. I don't know. Oh, Raw Free says drink raw milk for years. Oh wow, a lot of you guys drink raw milk. I'm actually really surprised. I really didn't think. I'm really surprised. I'm actually surprised that even like one of you guys have tried it. Because for me, it's like, you know, it was strange to think that that was actually a thing. But does it taste different? I think it does taste a little different. It tastes a little more. I know it's not gonna sound pleasant, but it tastes a little more. Well, it's definitely more creamy in my opinion, and a little more, I would say, grassy. Like you can taste kind of what the cow eats. And the cows are all grass fed, and so you could taste like a little bit of grass, but it's not like it doesn't taste bad. It tastes really fresh, clean, but Lance God says breast milk. It's actually funny because it kind of looks like breast milk. Wow, this is actually really awesome that some of you guys have tried raw milk. I'm like, I didn't know you guys, I didn't realize the two-legged pullback community would be such raw milk enthusiasts. It's just, there's a direct correlation between the two. David Johnson says, once I accidentally bought half and half from the store and thought I was drinking like raw milk from home. You were just chugging down half and half? Man, this is awesome. Well, hey, that makes me feel even more confident in drinking this stuff. All right, no setups for us right now, and there's another push down. And touch the measure move. So good call on that, turtle toes, with the measure move hit. And it's bouncing right off of it. Might be a nice reversal here. I'm still looking for a reversal setup to go long, and if we get it, I'll be interested in going long, but right now this is pushing kind of hard down, so we'll see. It's a little hard to say, right? A lot of overlapping bars here, right? Very confusing. We're beneath the 20 MA though, so, but it doesn't mean I'm necessarily looking for a short trade. Saga Clan says strong bones equals strong trades. All right, we're pushing again. Double bottom, double hit on that measure move. Okay, I'm actually like, I wouldn't be even so like crazy to think that you just go long right here. You know, you have a risk reward, but you would have a nice risk reward. You'll try to go long. Couple points, right? Double risk reward, basically, in my opinion. Ooh, pushes further beyond the measure move, which typically means it could be a strong move down here now. I don't have a setup, pandas. I want to enter another trade, but I really don't have a setup for you guys. I don't want to end red on the stream. I've just been on like a amazing streak right now. I missed a couple good trades that I really liked. You know, I really liked this trade. I tried to move my order. It just moved too quickly. I couldn't get in, unfortunately. What other trade? I like this trade, but I only realized it after how small the signal bar was. But you know, it was a little too late for me. You know, three bar risk or 3-point risk for a 2-point gain. Not bad with a runner potentially. Trades by Matt giving me shout outs. Let's go, baby. Thanks, Trades by Matt. Yeah, I might get an influx of traders here. Who knows? Or viewers. He says I'm entertaining. Let's go, baby. Hey, he must watch me then. Let's go. I'll take that. I'll take that. He didn't say I'm a good trader. He says I'm entertaining. Let's be clear here. This is wanted to be known. Trades by Matt does not think I'm a good trader. He just thinks I'm entertaining, which is fine. I call this edutainment. No setups though, unfortunately. I don't know. I'm waiting for 1,000 viewers to just jump on my stream now. We got 4 pushes down. This could be a reversal. This is just hard to trade. I cannot go long here. I think my mind is fixed on a long trade, because I just don't see a strong move down really. But maybe I gotta switch my gears here. With the 4th push down here. Namai. Hey, trades by people are telling me people are talking about buy money on trades by Matt. Let's go, baby. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining. Buy money. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Every single day we trade the emini futures. You know, unlike Matt who trades the Nasdaq, we trade the emini here every single day. And yeah, we trade only one single setup, the 2-legged pullback. All right, we're going down, continually pushing beneath the 20 EMA here. There's no setups for us really. The Patriot says triple bottom then rip. Could possibly be a nice triple bottom here. I mean, if you look back at it, is it really a triple bottom? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Could be like just a massive trading range we're in right now. Regardless, no setup for us. You know, I cannot enter any of these trades. There's no setup here. Unfortunate, pandas. The market decided to just do nothing, and so yeah, I'm gonna end a little red today, unfortunately. But you know, had a couple good setups that I liked. Just couldn't get into them when they're there. They just moved way too quick, and you know, it is what it is. But we're all right. You know, a little red today. It's all good. We actually have a nice 2-leggy on the 10K chart forming here. Just a straight up 2-leg pullback. A, B, C, 2-legged pullback at the bottom of the trading range on 10K chart. That could be all we need to push up again, but who knows. Alright, I'll stay a little bit longer. If we get above this 20 EMA, I'll look for a long trade here. Corsi says, lost 1 trade and I missed 1 sitting red on my first eval day. It's all good. That is nothing to be worried about.
$10,000 tick trap.
Trap on the 10K chart, potential here. High or low, second entry long, potentially here. Clearly beneath the 20 EMA. Hard to find a long trade here. Oh man, I don't know. Getting so choppy. Just want to enter one more trade here, but I'm not sure if the market's going to give us anything. This looks nasty. Price action looks nasty. Lovell Vaughn says, do you have to create a separate account for the trade copier? No, you do not. The trade copier is like a plugin, and so it uses the whatever accounts that you have, and you can set it up however you want. You can like create the main account, and then you can choose which accounts follow that account, and you know, you can set it all up through the trade copier. Turtle tells us, what will make it a trap instead of a two-leggy? Sometimes they're both, right? We call them Pikachu trades. All right, it seems crazy, but I'm gonna go long here, pandas. Do not follow my trades. Do not copy my trades. Trade at your own risk. I'm looking for a long trade here, and it sounds crazy, but the main reason is because we have 4 pushes down, right? And the 5th push down failed to break this low, and now I think we might get a nice reversal here, but I need a setup. I need a failed second entry short to go long here, and if we get that, I'm going long. Also, two-legged move already finished on the 10K chart, and so because the two-legged move finished on the 10K chart, I'm thinking that's all it needs, and it will find its way back up. I just need a good setup here, right, to go long. I need a failed second entry short to go long here. That's what I'm waiting for. I'm not sure if the market's going to give it to us. You know, if we find ourselves like 7 points above here, you know, then I'm not interested. But if we're hovering around here, I'm interested in a failed second entry short here.
$10,000 tick trap.
It's actually a very good signal bar just to go short, and I might be hurting myself because my gears right now are long. Right, I'm looking for long trades. Oh, Q-tip. 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 Sorry, I don't know why that was so funny. Q-tip. Q-tip just subscribe, thanks. And the trap trade does trigger on the 10K chart. So I had my gears going long, so I wasn't looking to go short here. It was a good signal bar. But the Bulgarian, thanks for subscribing. Do appreciate it. Unfortunately, no setups here. The setup that I wanted is not here, and we're gonna have to just end it here. Yeah, I had my gears going long, so I missed the second entry short. Plus, it was so choppy. I was not sure. I mean, we're clearly beneath the 20 MA, but we're getting so choppy here. I'm not actually like super like, you know, big risk here. About 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5-point risk to enter this trade, and it is what it is. But pandas, I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning. I'll see you guys at 9 o'clock for the pre-market show, 9:15 for the mainstream, and a little red today. It's all good, pandas. And as always, happy trading. God bless. Bye.